Imagine standing on a world that does not yet know the sound of footsteps, a planet without the echo of voices, without cities, or laughter, or even the rustling of leaves in a forest. This is Earth, but not the Earth you know. It is raw, violent, and ever-changing, a restless sphere of fire and stone drifting in the darkness of space. To understand what the world was like before humans, we must travel back across billions of years to a time when the stage of life itself was still being built. Fiery birthday. Around 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system was nothing but a swirling disk of dust and gas orbiting a newborn sun. Out of this chaos, pieces of rock collided, merged, and shattered again, until eventually a larger body began to take shape. That body was Earth. Tight. But the first Earth was no paradise. It was a blistering ball of molten rock, its surface constantly bombarded by giant asteroids and comets. Volcanoes erupted ceaselessly, and the thin, poisonous atmosphere was choked with carbon dioxide, methane, and ammonia. The world was young, unstable, and unbearably hostile. And yet, this chaos was laying the foundations for everything to come. Age. The first water started. As the surface cooled, something miraculous happened. Rain. For centuries upon centuries, steam condensed into water and fell back onto the rocky surface, filling the great basins that would become oceans. The violent lava planet slowly transformed into a planet of blue seas. 12. It was in these oceans, rich with minerals and warmth, that the first whispers of life began. We cannot point to the exact moment it is hidden in deep time, but somewhere in those waters, simple molecules organized themselves into something that could copy, survive, and grow. Life had arrived, though so small that it could not yet be seen by the naked eye. A microbial world DTAT4. Billions of years, Earth was ruled only by microscopic organisms. Imagine a world where no forests swayed, no animals hunted, no birds sang, only vast oceans teeming with invisible life. These early microbes transformed the planet in ways more dramatic than any creature after them. Twain group, called cyanobacteria, learned to capture sunlight and release oxygen. Slowly, painfully, the poisonous air of early Earth was reshaped into something that could support more complex life. The sky turned blue, the seas cleared, and oxygen built up in the atmosphere. For countless eons, this unseen army of microbes worked silently, rewriting the script of the planet. Kleintai, life finds sapient. Eventually, cells learned to join forces, creating larger and more complex organisms. Tiny sea creatures with shells and soft bodies began to appear. Around 540 million years ago, in an event scientists call the Cambrian explosion, life suddenly burst into variety. Oceans became crowded with trilobites crawling along the seabed, strange spiny creatures drifting with the currents, and the earliest ancestors of fish darting through the water. Tyne, the seas, once silent, now swirled with motion, competition, and predation. For the first time, life had teeth, eyes, and armor. The drama of survival onto land, and after millions of years, bold pioneers began to crawl from the safety of the oceans onto the alien landscape of bare rock and soil. The first plants rooted themselves, creating patches of green where before there was only stone. Then came insects, followed by amphibians that could breathe both in water and on land. 10. The Earth's surface was no longer lifeless. Forests rose, rivers teemed with creatures, and the land echoed with the croaks and rustles of new inhabitants. The stage of Earth was becoming more vibrant with each passing age. 10. The Age of Giants Day. Then came the dinosaurs. Around 230 million years ago, reptilian giants rose to dominate the Earth. Some thundered across the plains on four legs, others soared through the skies with wingspans greater than small airplanes, and still others hunted with razor teeth and lightning speed. 12. The world of the dinosaurs was lush and dangerous. Giant ferns and conifers shaded swamps. Insects as large as hawks buzzed through humid air. Seas were patrolled by monstrous reptiles. For nearly 160 million years, dinosaurs reigned as masters of Earth, shaping ecosystems in ways no creature before them had achieved. Tom, it was not a static world. Continents drifted, mountains rose, and climates shifted. Volcanoes darkened the skies with ash. Inland seas formed and vanished. Yet through it all, the catastrophe. But nothing lasts forever. Around 65 million years ago, the skies over Earth were split open by the arrival of a massive asteroid. It struck with a force billions of times more powerful than any human weapon, sending firestorms racing across continents and filling the atmosphere with dust that blotted out the sun. Time. Forests burned. Temperatures plummeted. Food chains collapsed. Within a geological heartbeat, the mighty dinosaurs, along with most of Earth's creatures, were gone. Temp, the age of giants, had ended. But in their absence, space was made for something new. Mammals. Take the stage toyed. Through the chaos, small creatures survived. Mammals. For millions of years, they had scurried in the shadows of dinosaurs, no bigger than rats or rabbits. Now, freed from the dominance of the reptiles, mammals spread and diversified. Some took to the seas, becoming whales and dolphins. Others grew larger, filling forests and plains as bears, lions, elephants, and countless more. Birds too, descendants of the surviving dinosaurs, filled the skies with wings and song. The Earth had changed again, its stage set for a new chapter. Dawn before Us-like tone. Still, for all this flourishing, there were no humans. Imagine vast plains where mammoths grazed, saber-toothed cats stalked, and great herds of wild horses thundered across the horizon. Imagine forests, echoing not with voices, but with the calls of giant birds and the rustle of ancient beasts. The Earth was alive, but not yet with us. The planet carried on its endless cycles, seasons turning, continents drifting, storms raging while life adapted and evolved. Only much later, perhaps 200 years ago, did creatures appear who could shape tools, paint walls, and dream about the stars. But before that, for more than 4 billion years, Earth was a world of fire, water, stone, and wildlife. Beyond imagination. Insane. Closing reflection. And the story of Earth before humans is not just background to our existence, it is the foundation of it. Every volcano that erupted, every ocean that formed, every extinction that cleared the stage made space for what came after. Without the microbes that filled the air with oxygen, we could not breathe. Without the dinosaurs that ruled and vanished, mammals might never have risen. The world before us was not empty. It was full, vibrant, and endlessly changing. We are newcomers on an ancient stage, inheritors of a story written over billions of years. And though humans now shape the Earth in profound ways, the deep truth remains. This planet has always been alive.